narcissism is actually a mental disorder.
Yeah.
Do you know that it's actually a mental disorder?
And that's why a lot of people should not be quick to call everybody it. So like if a man doesn't treat you right, for example, don't say that he's narcissistic because he didn't treat you right. Like, do you know what I mean? That behaviour that he did doesn't mean he's narcissistic.
Statistical Manual of Mental Health Disorders is? I'm going to read you.
Are you listing the actual
I'm going to list what the disorder. You have to have at least 5 of the 9 symptoms to be classed as a narcissist. A grandiose sense of self-importance. A preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, or ideal love. I'm special. Ain't nobody like me. No, that's not from the one day woman saying. Why would a man pick you? Because I'm different. Why are you different? They can't name. A belief that he or she is special and unique and can only be understood by or associate with other special or high status people or institutions. A need for excessive admiration, a sense of entitlement, interpersonality explosive behavior, a lack of empathy, envy of others, or the belief that others are envious of them. Those traits sound like a lot of what you get on these podcasts with the women.
Yeah. But those women are a very small percentage, you do know that.
And it's not the same as a woman who just has confidence
prevailing.
in herself
They may be
and boundaries. It's not the same.
That you don't see that psychology prevailing in Western society.
I do, actually. Yeah, I do.
Right.
I do think it's true. But I think that's it's almost like a weird sickness that's in society now. That it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's based in something that's not based in reality, and it's nothing good. So I do see that. But then I mean, I don't want to bring it back to men because we're not talking about men right now. But
we're talking about the perfect relationship. But the people in the relationship are men and women. So you can bring it back to them.
I believe that to be true. I actually do. And I see it. I think it's like, again, it's like almost like this delusion that we're sort of all collectively in it to some degree. And on men's side.
We say all's collectively in, men and women.
I mean, like, whatever society is in. Like the image. So on women's side, I do see that as like a thing, you know. It's weird. But then on men's side, I also think there's this collective delusion where it's like, also men don't really see, like, they're like, I'm a good man. Why? Why are you a good man?
Why are you a good man?
Why are you a good choice? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm nice.
So sometimes it's because they do like the basic stuff.
Yeah.
And like when you compare it, or when they're comparing it to other men who don't do that stuff, then it's like, I'm a good man. And this is sometimes women will see that in a man as well and think he's a good man. It's like, is he?
Or was he just a normal person?
Yeah, do you know, like, and this is what I'm saying. Like for some women, I do get that there are some, like I said, there are some women that you described. I totally agree that there are. But then I do think there's a difference between a woman who now just has to be confident in herself and learn what she does actually offer and what she is about, and then you're then allowed to walk high with that and to set your standards and set your boundaries. You're allowed. It doesn't mean that you think you're better than everyone else or you think there's no one else like you. It just means you know your worth. You know what you bring, and the same for a man. He should know that as well. Then,
do you think the delusion, when it comes to delusion, sits more on the male side or the female side?
I think delusion itself is like it's a more feminine trait, but I think that men have other like weird pathologies. Yeah,
like
I think for men, I guess you could call it delusion, but just in a different way. It manifests differently. Do you know what I mean?
I just think for me,